Now, in a moment, we're going to see an illustration of something that helps us to think maybe about our prayer life when we ask God to do things for us. I'd like to start at the bottom because this is lovely, isn't it? If we pray and we get that green light, wow, yes, God has sorted it for me. This is interesting because it happens in so many small ways, I find. The things that preoccupy me so much are often those small things. And it's amazing how God will stoop and sort them. And we get that green light. Sometimes we might see a glimmer of what we're hoping for and have prayed for. That's perhaps that amber light. Okay, I've got to pray about that some more. I do need to persevere, and I'll just have to wait and see. That waiting is very difficult sometimes, as we all know. Today, though, we're dealing with the red light. When there's no answer. Now, sometimes when this traffic light prayer is shown, that's a no. Now, I'm not really thinking about that no, although sometimes we do get a no from God. But I suppose what I'm thinking about more is when we don't see an answer. We pray very faithfully, but we don't get an answer, and we don't know why. Now, before I go any further, I suppose I'd like a little bit of support in a way, which is, I was going to ask you if any of you can think of occasions when you have prayed so faithfully about something, repeatedly, and I'm not thinking about the sorts of things like, and you know me well, when I'm running a bit late and I'm in a traffic jam and I'm thinking, God, please. I'm not thinking about those small things. I'm thinking about the big things. Illness, loss, devastation. We pray about them. Now, I wonder if anybody else has had that experience then of feeling that, God, you haven't answered that prayer. Do I have any show of hands beyond one? It's very encouraging to be reassured that it's not just my human frailty, because that's a really difficult one to deal with, isn't it? I have prayed to you so much about this, God, but what in essence has happened? We accept God is not a slot machine, is he? We can't pop in a coin or a token, ding, press a button, pull a handle, bingo. That's what I've asked for, and there it is. God is not a slot machine, and we can't expect those kinds of answers.